tunnel. The temperature suddenly soars to hundreds of degrees Celsius. Visibility is reduced to zero, and the air becomes unbreathable. But the Saint-Gothard Tunnel is better designed than the older Mont Blanc Tunnel and equipped with an evacuation gallery. It is accessed by emergency exits placed every
As a father, you aren't spending enough time with them. All the fathers can agree, make some noise. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, now ladies and gentlemen, I am very delighted to introduce to you and invite to the podium one of Jamaica's most talented
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll state clear and state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, but more much more than this. You can sing it. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through with no exemption. I've planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. For yes, there are times when I'm sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew, and through it all, where there was doubt, I ate it all and spit it out. I faced it all. I stood real tall, and I did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed, I've cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got if not himself? Then he had not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record showed, Dad, you took the blow, and you did it your way. I did it my way. Thank you. And your way is the best way, may I say? All right, let's go next track, and then I'm out. Don't trouble the water. Leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Can I get some volume on the track, please? Still water runs deep. Yes, it do. Oh, yeah. When you're weary, feeling strong, when tears are in your eyes, I will draw them all. Come on, gentlemen, let me hear you sing it. That's so good, Jesus. Oh, when times get rough, and friends just can't be found like a bridge over troubled waters. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled waters. I will lay me down, yeah. When you're down and out, when you're on the streets, when the evening comes so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your hand. Oh, when darkness falls and the pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled waters. I will lay me down. I will lay me down. Oh, sail on, Kingsman. Hey, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine when you need a friend. I'm sailing right behind like a bridge over troubled waters. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled waters. Yes, I will lay me down. Yeah. Ooh, don't trouble the waters. Leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Yeah. Still water runs deep. Yes, it do. Oh, yeah. Come on, let me hear those hands. Hey. Don't trouble the water. Leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Still water runs deep. Yes, it do. Oh, yeah. Don't trouble the water. Leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Still water runs deep. Yes, it do. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Come on, put your hands together one more time. The sensational Candy. Wow, what a beautiful voice. What an amazing voice. Absolutely love it. Okay. All right, well, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, you would have heard me introduce her earlier upon arrival. So again, I have the pleasure of introducing to this audience our Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Grange, OJ, CD, MP. Let's put our hands together and make her welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wasn't Candy wonderful? Let's hear it for her again. She can hear you. She may not be able to see you, but she can hear you. Love you, Candy. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I know it's been a long day for some of you, but it's your day. It's your day. And so I hope you don't mind being here all day with me. Do you mind? So I want to certainly thank Ryan, the MC. Give him a big round of applause too. I think he's still under pressure from his wife and the police. Great story. I want to acknowledge my colleague, Cabinet Minister, Honorable Pernell Charles. Junior Pernell, just stand and let everybody see what you look like in person. And I'm expecting Senator Apkafis Henley in a little while. Of course, I must acknowledge my permanent secretary, Denzel Thorpe. He has to sign off on, you see the lovely lunch, Robbie? If he doesn't sign off on it, we're in trouble. So clap him again. We also have Mr. Everton Hannum, who is the Secretary General of the Jamaica National Commission on UNESCO, of which I chair. So please give Mr. Hannum a big round of applause. They always ask him, stand up, Mr. Hannum. They say, you're from Jamaica or Africa? Yes. And he pretends sometimes when he's overseas, he's from Africa, right? I also want to acknowledge ACP Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, the incident with this 9-year-old girl from my constituency, where she was raped and killed. I've never seen such swift action, such a short time, led by ACP Phillips. And the perpetrator was brought to justice. I want you to stand and everybody can really acknowledge you for the tremendous job you did. And while you're applauding, I want you to applaud the JCF and the JDF and the Jamaica Fire Brigade members who are here. We are acknowledging them as amazing fathers on this occasion, and all the community groups that are here. We also have some youngsters who are mentees. They're part of the Mentor Me program for boys in school. And the schools are Camperdown, St. Andrew Technical, the boys from YWCA Spanish Town, and which other school am I missing? Okay, so I want you to welcome them and applaud them for being here. We also have some young fathers here. Young fathers, you understand? Where are the young fathers? Stand up. Don't be afraid to stand up. Boy. All right, the young at heart fathers too. Why all the fathers don't stand up? All of you, just stand up and be acknowledged. All the fathers, stand up and be acknowledged. We love you, and that's why you're here today. As we say, We say outstanding fathers, the power of presence, fathers who make a difference. We thank you so much for being here today. For us, we did pamper some of them yesterday, right? And those who got massages and manicure and all of that, don't be ashamed to put up your hands, right? Some men want to be tough and don't look like they like to be pampered, but there is not one man in this room who does not like to be pampered. If there's any man in this room who doesn't like to be pampered, put up your hand. They play it tough, you know, but it's tough love, right? Tough love. And of course, we have the representatives from the Male Empowerment Network, and we're really happy to have all of you here today. So I'm pleased to be here, not just as minister, but as someone who over the years has witnessed how a father's quiet strength and steady presence can change life. I must confess to you that my mother and father they were never married. But eventually they went their different ways. And when my father got married, I bawled because I felt I was losing my father. I wasn't really losing him, but I was such a jealous daughter that I cried. When my mother got married, I wouldn't leave the room. They couldn't rest in peace that night. So this event seeks to highlight the fact that fatherhood isn't only about provision. It's about presence. And presence changes everything. This year's theme is the power of presence. And the slogan, Daddy's Home. In a world that pulls men in 1,000 different directions, your presence is your superpower. You can give the woman all she wants. You can give your daughter all she wants. But if she's not seeing you, it's going to be as if you're not around. Where the man them there? Where the woman them there? I'm not hearing you, woman. Where the woman them there? Always around. So presence is important. Today we celebrate men who show up, men who stay, and men who lead their families not just with words, but with love, with attention, with affection, and with sacrifice. So whether you're a biological father, a stepfather, an uncle, a grandfather, a mentor or a friend, you matter. You are making a difference. Now let's talk about the work happening behind the scenes. Work that's not just shifting policies, but shifting lives. In 2016, we took the decision to bring men into the national gender conversation, not as an afterthought, but as partners. As Dr. Gale said earlier, partners in progress. That vision gave birth to the Male Empowerment Unit, and today it stands as a beacon for males across Jamaica. When the Women's Bureau was established, it first started as a desk in the office of the Prime Minister. And then it was expanded, and today it is the embryo of what is now the Bureau of Gender Affairs. And so I made the decision to rename the Bureau of Women's Affairs and call it the Bureau of Gender Affairs. And my vision is one day the Bureau will become an agency. And when we renamed it, the Bureau of Gender Affairs, we decided it's not just about women, but it's also about men. We can't do without our men. And certainly the men can't do without us. Am I right? Boy, the men would even answer. That's how they stay, them bashful, right? And so since the launch of the Outstanding Fathers Award in June 29, as part of that, now the empowerment unit for men, the unit has honored 212 fathers, men who have redefined what it means to be a father in Jamaica. Last year, we added a self-care component dubbed Caring for the Caring Dad, Spa Day, where over 100 fathers and staff were pampered and reminded that those who care for others also deserves care themselves. Because we recognize that men, they like the attention, although they pretend to be tough. And we know some of them scared of the needle. Them don't even like an injection, not true? I know you're not going to admit it, right? And you don't like to go to the doctor. We know you don't want to admit it. But we feel we have a responsibility to make sure that you care for yourself and that we help you to care for yourself. But we didn't just stop there when we introduced this Spa Day. We brought fatherhood into motion with the Daddy Care series, the Daddy Daycare series, a hands-on, island-wide initiative which aims to give dads and their children special moments to bond, to learn, and to grow together. This series continues the important work of the Young Fathers of Jamaica initiative in partnership with the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation, which is another agency of my ministry. And that agency takes care of teenage mothers and pregnant teenagers. Some of them may have been victims of incest or sexual abuse. Some, they were just experimenting. And what we do, we have a program, we have 18 such centers across the island. And we take them in, help them to continue their education, have classes. They have the babies, we have daycare facilities there. And we care for them, help them to continue their education. Once they have become stable, we help them to reintegrate back into the school system. But then what happened to the young baby fathers? We decided we're going to have a program for them as well. So we even, some of them, we teach them housekeeping. There are many, I tell you something, I love to taste food when the man them cooking now. There are some men who are fantastic chefs. And so we work with these young baby fathers, how they can care for their children. They change the nappy, they cook the food, and they do housekeeping. And we help them in many other ways. So we are supporting young dads, especially in breaking the painful cycle of absentee fatherhood. We're also investing in the future through mentorship. So we have a program called Mentor Me, and it has already connected more than 60 boys with mentors in the 4 schools I mentioned earlier: the YWCA Vocational, Camperdown High, Haile Selassie High, and St. Andrew Technical. And these boys aren't just learning, they're developing into the next generation of fathers and leaders. And in May, in honor of the International Day of the Boy Child, we hosted a workshop to give a group of young men from the 4 schools tools to empower and equip them not just to survive, but to lead. So I'm using the opportunity here to invite some of the fathers in the room here and men in the room that we are still seeking more mentors to mentor more boys in our program. So you can always get in touch with us and, you know, indicate your interest in helping us to expand our Mentor Me program. But our work doesn't end in classrooms. It reaches communities and correctional centers as well. At the Metcalf Street Juvenile Center and the Tower Street Correctional Center, we have held sessions on healing and healthy masculinity, reminding young and older men that restoration is possible and that their future still holds promise. In fact, we have a program we call Refocus Perpetrators. In other words, men are the greatest perpetrators of violence against women. And women are the ones who suffer the most. But we have a program where there are instances where we use the tools that are available to us and work with the men to change their attitudes, and then use those men to help us to carry the message that violence against women is wrong and that they should help to send the message out to other men that violence against women is something we will not tolerate. And so we are using them also as agents of change. Now, through our partnership with the Angelic Ladies Society, a non-governmental group, we are working in a joined-up way to have serious and life-changing conversations in schools. It's reaching boys in St. Thomas with education around consent, around respect, because, you know, in Jamaica, respect is a very important word. Because, boy, plenty wars start just because people feel disrespected. So respect is very important, and safety in relationships. And with the JCF, we have taken the fight against domestic violence into communities, including Harborview, Santa Cruz, Montego Bay, downtown Kingston, and throughout the island. We have also introduced helplines. And the helplines, not just for the women. We have helplines for men. And those helplines, when there are specific numbers where a man can call. Because you may call the number and you hear a woman's voice at the other end of the line. So we say no. So we have separate helplines for men and separate helplines for women. And it works, because even sometimes a man may get a little off, but if he can pick up that phone and make that call, and somebody can talk him through or walk him through, it might just calm him down and prevent him from doing something that could be life-changing. And so we recognize that, and we consider our work with men equally important as our work with our women. Because many men face emotional, mental, and other challenges that too often go unnoticed. For struggling young fathers, we have offered help through things like grocery care packages, counseling, and other types of psychosocial support. And this is because we have recognized that sometimes presence begins with a reminder that you are not alone. And so today, to every man in this room, to every boy in this room, you are not alone. So all of these efforts aren't just initiatives. They are grounded in the belief that men need to be a part of conversations about care, about love, about parenting, about healing, and about hope. But we must go further. Data from the Jamaica Gender Assessment Report indicates that women are still doing double the unpaid care work. That imbalance affects everyone, and it silences fathers who want to do more but aren't given the space to do it. That's why we're pushing for shared parental leave and for cultural change that says caring isn't just a woman's job, and it's not a feminine thing. It's a human thing. It is important for children to see their fathers stepping outside of the traditional male roles into others like, what about washing the dishes? What about reading bedtime stories? Attending sports day? Attending PTA meetings? And other school activities. How many of you do those things? Let me see the hands. Let me see the hands. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, some men cook much better than some women, right? So it is important for children to see their fathers stepping outside of the traditional macho male roles into other roles. They will grow into adults who know that it's okay to lead with empathy and passion, that it's necessary, in fact. And what about girls who grow up with involved fathers? The impact of the presence of their fathers will allow them to grow into women who expect partnership, not pressure from a man. I want to see some of the daughters just put your hands up. Yes, go ahead, put up your hands. And to show that your dad's presence in your life made a difference. So let's shift the culture. One father, one home, one act of presence at a time. To every father being honored today, you are living proof of what's possible. You may not always get it right. Right, Daddy? But you always show up, and that is important. That is presence. That is power, and that is what Jamaica needs more of. Father's presence. We thank you, and we thank you for a job well done. Your impact is making a real difference in the lives of your children and your communities. I want to, as I close, just to indicate that there is an initiative that is being pursued by the Ministry of National Security and my ministry through the Bureau of Gender Affairs, where we are looking at establishing shelter for boys through the human trafficking program. Because what we have found out is that the victims of human trafficking are mainly boys. And so that's the next step in the work of the Bureau, working closely with the Ministry of National Security to establish shelters for boys who are victims of human trafficking. We have shelters for women, and people always say, how you have shelters for the women and you do have shelters for the men? So we're starting by ensuring that we put in place a facility that will help our boys who have been victims. So today, yesterday, we pampered you. Not everybody in this room got pampered, but who missed it yesterday, you can be in touch with us. Right, Nashan? We can make some gift vouchers available. Right? Here goes your budget. P.S. Don't worry. But we have a few vouchers that we can make available for those who did not get the manicure and the massage and the haircut. And to say today, we didn't provide you with any wine, but we provide you with nice dining. And then we have your fantastic awards and gift packages for you. So bear with us a little longer. We have the awards coming up, and we have a little more performances for you and a panel discussion. Mr. Anderson, is that you over there? Thank you so much for coming. God bless you all. And Daddy's home. Love you lots.
Thank you very much, Minister. And as she said, I will continue in that note. Coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, is another extraordinary talent. She graced our screens back in 2006 and made her way all the way to the finals, only to be outnumbered by 3 men. That's the only reason she wasn't crowned the winner. I'm delighted to let you know that we have been dating for the past 5 years in my head. She has no knowledge of this, but I am a true fan of her talent. So without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the incomparable Miss Nikisha Barnes.
Those schoolgirl days of telling tales and biting nails are gone. But in my mind, I know they will still live on and on. But how do you thank someone who has taken you from crayons to perfume? It is uneasy, but I'll try. See, if you wanted the stars, I would write across the sky in letters that would soar 1,000 feet high to serve with love. The time has come for closing books, and long last looks must end. And as I leave, I know that I am leaving my best friend, a friend who taught me right from wrong and weak from strong. That's a lot to learn. See, what can I give you in return? See, if you wanted the moon, I would try to make the stars, 'cause I would rather you let me give my heart to serve with love. See, if you wanted the stars, I would write across the sky in letters that would soar 1,000 feet high to serve with love. I didn't want to be anywhere else but here today. Father's Day is an emotional time for me. Woo! Because I know what it is to have someone in your life who stays. My grandfather was that for me, and he's no longer here. So Father's Day is a time for me where I sit in how incredible of a man he was for me. He must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. A beautiful face without a name for so long. This beautiful smile that hides the pain. And Pity, don't take it for granted. See, I was the one with all the glory. Men, you are the one with all the strength. We want you to know we know the truth. This little girl would be nothing without you. If you have somebody you know that does this, you ever know that you're my hero. You're everything I wish I could be. I think of my granddad. I can fly higher than an eagle. He is the wind beneath my wings. I mean, start bawling up. Because when you have someone who cares, it might have appeared to go unnoticed. See, I keep you right here in my heart. And I remember graduations, I want you to know, my grandfather ran at the back and scream out, "See me granddaughter there!" And if you're happier than me, I couldn't find him. I take the piece of paper, my chest goes up. And I think of all those nights. Did you ever know that you're mine? Don't wait for tell them while they're here. And everything I wish I could be. See, I can fly higher than eagles. You as the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything, everything I wish I could be. And I can fly higher than eagles. You as the wind beneath my wings. Now usually it comes to this part and my granddad is there. I hold his hand. The man have a thick British accent to see man kind of Windrush them time down the all. And he says, "My lass." I'm about to laugh. And I hold his hand. Because life has taught me to cherish the present. And I hold his hand. Fly so high above the sky. You're the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, you. You're the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you. You're the wind beneath my wings. Thank you. And if you have somebody you love who texts me all sort of foolishness, just send your old man a text now. Make him know say the little one here has not forgotten how incredibly he is. He's a hero. Woo! And if you don't follow me, I'm balling and go out myself, you know. I try to behave because my very beautiful aunt is here. And I don't want to misbehave. But they told me that it's not a break in my set that I can go ahead. And look here, we're not allowed to dance. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my business. But they think me that I get married. Now, Sean, fix your face. You know that story. But what a way me dodge about it. So this is my married song. See, once upon a time in love, see, we were best friends. Anything that you wanted, well, I'm a genie, I would grant it. You asked me to give my heart. How could you ask it when it was always yours? Now for the taking, and God has blessed this love, and can't nobody partake it. And so I sing this song for you, my baby. Can you imagine me and my husband? Sha-la-la-la-la, in love. Kill me dead or ground me, that I get married. I'll look for frack. Sha-la-la-la-la, in love. He makes me happy. Sha-la-la-la-la. Me la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, in love. Me say me sha-la-la-la-la, in love. I promise you would dance, so we ain't going to that section. Auntie, am I allowed? Am I allowed? Because I think, Father, sometimes the young people them forget, say, we don't know good tune, you know. Talk truth? Can we show these young people that we know clean, good music? Mr. Someone in some blazer, I'm going to take it off here. Let's go. You can change it, man, Mr. Selector. You ready now? And you can't play it loud until give me permission. My name little opinion no say big people know if they enjoy themselves good. You ready? Turn them. Me or somebody Baba, sorry. I don't know what this mic is doing. Pull up. Hey, children, do not do this at all. Big people are going to enjoy themselves now. Play that loud, no man, me Pegasus no say we there, man. Bureau there, you know. Play it, man, but the father them enjoy themselves. Hey, play it like you out there, play a cartel, sorry. This is Bob, one of our biggest icons in reggae. Sing. Turn them lights down. And pull. When the song good, only Jah moon comes shine into our again. You sound good, singing. It's been a long, long time. I got this message for you, boy. Sing me Pitney, you're not sing good song, but it seems I was never gonna sound good. Still I wanna get through to you, boy. Sing on. Woo! I wanna. Ain't no song good in our mind. I want. Oh, I. You better. Hey, that man is dressed like a three-piece dapper. Come on. You come here with somebody. Turn your lights down low. I never try to resist. Now let your love come tumbling in. Here we are walk. Come and know you put on that clothes and you press out this good, you know. This look real nice. Spin around, make a girl take a look for you. Hey, come feel me now, man. I love you. You have to talk through the outfit here now. Turn around, man, and talk through the outfit. Where is this outfit coming from? London? All the way from London. You look absolutely amazing. Remember, walk you back to your seat where you're there. Come. Now we're not going to fight over here today, no. We're not doing it. Come. Who you belong to? You belong to Kingston? You're a girl named Kingston. Take a seat. Take a seat in your fine self. That closet here look like me need to visit. I love that top there and that shoes. And Mrs. say make up your mind with the pants. Me see that. So can we do the next one? And if you feel the need and you want to get up and sing with me, don't afraid. Play the tune because this one you got really nice. Go ahead. No, listen. I have a 22-year-old. It's a Sunday. I have to tell him to lock your room door because big people are going to enjoy themselves. I may pay the mortgage. May allowed to make a bag of nice. Turn it up, man. Big people, when they look up at them, I play them nice, them boogie yaga. Why show them how people enjoy music? Ready? I remember times, my love, when we really had it all. You were always there to make me smile, help me when I fall. Ooh, I can't believe you're leaving me when there's so much more to say. Ooh, every time I look at you, I still can feel the love. You're gonna sing loud. Let it. You sound so good. You ready? Ooh, loud. Just a. You sound good. And two. See, love. Someone in love in just a little bit. And together we can make it. See, this is my verse. This is my verse. All I ever wanted was to have you to myself. And then I see you standing there in the arms of someone else. You know a girl can stand so much, and it's more than I can take. You see, I can't let you go. And ooh, every time I look at you, I still can feel the love. I hear time now, you know. So let it be, let it grow. Who know the tune? Just sing loud and make Pegasus know where they are. Love. Just a little bit, and together we can make it. See, can I be even more ridiculous? Mr. Soundman, you have to stay with me now. Go ahead with the one that you know it's my favorite. You have to switch it nice, man. Ready? Let's go. Play it and the people are going to know what I talk about. I'm going to come from side stage and go like a big concert with it. I come from over here, so. I come from over here, so. You ready now, son, man? Yeah, man, go in right now. Go on feet. I can't play salsa. What big people there? What big people there? You ready? Sing! Let's go witness the music, yeah? You don't. Play that loud enough, how big people time. You ready again? No, no, no. You don't. So that verse I want you to open up on the ears. Clean for that verse here. Clean, clean, clean. Ready? 'Cause you left me, baby. Stop that song right there. No man in here now go film data, and a boy left her, and she got no place to go now. My grandfather no raised no fool. Fix that and play the next tune. Oh, grandfather Barnes no raised no idiot. Which boy left her, she not no place to go. You gotta come out to my house. Play the tune. I could keep. Sorry. The Raytown just jump out at me just a while ago. Sorry. Apologies to the minister. Sorry. Ready from the top again, sir. You ready? Our music is enjoying yourself. To all the fathers, we love you. I could have given you all of my heart, but there is someone who's torn it apart, and he has taken almost all that I've got. But if you wanna, baby, you can't turn the keys without love. No, no. The first is, you sound so good. The first is, this is my tune. You ready? Oh me, oh my pretty baby, don't be shy. Oh me, oh my, I'm gonna tell you why. Oh me, oh my, now pretty baby, don't be shy. Oh me, oh my, I'm gonna tell you why. You're so attractive, see why are you behaving like this? As if you got Downs inside. My baby, there is no reason to hide. Oh me, oh my, now pretty baby, don't be shy. Oh me, oh my, I'm gonna tell you why. I can do one more big Jamaican tune on this right rhythm here. Just one more big Jamaican tune on the rhythm here. I can go ahead. I don't know no fighting, so stay with me. I stopped carrying flowers to your apartment. I don't be telling it. I'll blank about me just do the one line. Look how me kill it. Me only know one line. Oh shh. Me only know no more. So you're going to stop that right there. And then we're going to get into the section where I want my dads to know that we know that it hasn't been easy. As a girl who's had a man break her, but has had incredible community of men mend her. And I realized me use her language. Yeah, my love. I had my granddad walk with me to a master's degree. I had my brothers walk with me to a PhD. That's the journey of what men have been in my life. So when Incredible Nashan called me, I couldn't say no, because I know as a junglist what that looks like. To see a community of young men hurt, suffering and struggling, to not see fathers present in a space where they're very needed, but to also know that while I was growing up, for many years I didn't even know how protected I was because of my brothers. Nobody dare approach me about nothing at all, because the men in my life were solid. They were so strong that once they called my name, everybody know not to touch her one ear. I say, our 5 brothers, them are going to rely it now, go work out. So they didn't. And it's when I got to an adult stage, I realized that my brothers surrounded me. And I never knew that growing up, that they took some beatings for me because they decided to protect me. So fathers, brothers, grandfathers, uncles, you are necessary. And even though I'm miserable and fool, because we are idiot more time, you know. Your presence is needed. I know this because I've had many in my life who stayed with me. Thank you so much. So play that one there and know. When I sing it because I know that God gifts you with people that you need. And my granddad and my brothers are such. Play that loud. Men need coverage too, yeah? So ladies, when you pray, make your prayer altar speak. I love you, Lord, for your mercies never failed me, and all my days I've been held in your hands. Cover your man from the moment that until I lay my head. Oh, I have lived in the goodness of God. Close your eyes and think of the men in your life who are there for you. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. See the part here where all this catch me? I love your voice. It has led me through the fire and in darkest nights. This is my life. You were close like I know you as my I know you as, and I have lived in the. If it had not been God gifting me with good men, oh my, you better sing and cover your people. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Now my son is 22, I'm putting in the middle of the room and I run around him. Your goodness is running after me. Boy, they are college and nothing not stopping from getting master's degree. It's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you. Can I just touch upon you? Your goodness is. I do that for my son with olive oil. Your goodness is. I come from jungle, me know what's the end of a jungle look like, and him now do it. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you. Why? Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. I want to say thank you so much for allowing this little girl where she sit up on her veranda down a jungle and dream that one day she'll be able to buy her mama a house. She'll be able to send her niece and her nephews to school. I want to thank queens like you. And every time we do this, you make me cry. Thank you. It takes women who are encouraged to encourage other women. And I want to say to you, fathers, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. God keep you. God make his face shine upon you. And God gives you peace. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Take care. My name is Nikisha Barnes. And for every time I encountered a man that opened space for me to be great, it has humbled my life and has brought me happiness. God bless you. God bless you. Take care. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Nikisha Barnes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to segue right into our panel discussion, which will be moderated by Reverend Courtney Morrison. Let me quickly introduce the panelists. We have Pastor Sean Williams, our motivational speaker. Pastor Sean. We also have Reverend Jason Downer, Rehabilitation Manager and Acting Department of Correctional Services Manager. Here he is. And also we have Reverend Horace Aiken, Sessional Counselor in Kingston and St. Andrews Family Court. Ladies and gentlemen, your panel.
Good afternoon, everyone. Courtney Morrison here, President of the Portmore Ministers Fraternity and also pastor at Fellowship Tabernacle Portmore. And I have three enlightened gentlemen here with us We're talking about the power of presence. Fathers who make a difference. And I say whether or not we think fathers are good or not, they will always make a difference. First of all, we have the question to ask, and time is short. And so I just want to ask each gentleman, I'll start with Reverend Horace Aiken. He said there are similarities about that table. Every person, all 6 persons sitting at that table are from Kingston College, except Reverend Aiken. So I'm going to start with the St. Jago man. The question is, sir, for you, how do you define a father's presence beyond just physical availability?
Big one.
School Challenge Quiz champions last year.
Physical presence. You know, one of the things, by virtue of working at the family court, I would recognize or hear quite a few mothers. There are some fathers who would provide for the children, and the mother would come to the court to ask the court to force the father to pay some more attention to the child in terms of access and visitation and so on. And we always tell them that the court cannot do that. But what we can do at the court is meet them and sit with them in counseling and help them, you know, to ratify some of the issues that affect them as it relates to co-parenting. And so it's important that we understand that the presence of the father is significant because the children themselves are crying out to see their father, not just to provide for them financially. And that is one of the big problems that we are facing at the court as I speak to you just now.
Thank you, Reverend Aiken. Yes. He is a sessional counselor at Kingston and St. Andrew Family Court, so you can understand the end that he took the answer from. Jason, Reverend Jason Downer. He is a very big man. He has guts, so he can manage a question. The question is, how do you define a father's presence just beyond physical availability? Define a father's presence. You're a father yourself. Tell us from your perspective.
I think beyond just the physical presence, I think the example modeled resonates with a child wherever he or she goes. And it's not just theory. You notice I use the word modeled. And so if you even heard Nikisha, when she sang, she could speak of the example that her grandfather has set, as well as the impact he has had, and also our brothers. And so I do believe that the morals and values that is instilled, and I must mention discipline, at the, I don't want to say the hands of the father, but meted out by the father, also resonates with a child. And we see that reflected in data as it relates to a child maybe being a bit more focused when it comes on to school and any other area of life. So I just believe the morals and the values that are inculcated resonates even beyond the point where the father is physically present to touch. Hope that answered the question.
Very good. It sort of resonates with what Pastor Sean spoke about earlier, about caught and taught. Father's presence, define it.
I was home one day watching football. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I'm a champion. So I'm watching football, and my daughter comes to me, and I said, "Princess, give me 5 minutes." And then she leaves the room, and I hear her say, "Alexa, put 5 minutes on the clock." And Alexa beeps, "Daddy, your time is up." And I realized that even though I was physically present, I was not present. And so it is to show interest and to be engaged in what they value. Very often we think presence is doing what we like, but also investing in what they value and making time for it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I want to touch each one of your profession, especially now. And so I'm going to go back to my St. Jagoite, Reverend Aiken. How does the family court system in Jamaica currently support fathers who want to be present and active in their children's lives? Because we know sometimes there are restrictions. How does the family court in itself in Jamaica currently support fathers who want to be present and active in their children's lives?
And that is a very good question, because one of the things that we recognize is that there is a misconception of the family court. Most times, fathers believe that the family court is against them. And they believe that the family court is a woman's court. But I want to categorically tell you today that that is not true. The family court represents all gender, everybody. And one of the things that we see happening now, as to answer the question, one of the things that we see happening now is, I don't know, because I haven't seen the family court marketing themselves in any different way. So I don't know if it's word of mouth or what is happening. But more fathers are coming to the family court to seek access for their child. What is happening is that a lot of the females or the mother, what they do, they say if the father is not maintaining the child, the father must not see the child any at all. And that is not healthy. But it is also something that we should move away from, because it is actually two responsibilities. One, the father has a responsibility to maintain the child. And the other thing is that the father has a right to have access to his child. So it's two separate things. And we see the fathers coming for access because the court provides that facility. You can come to the court and say, you're making an application for the court to facilitate you having access to your child. And sometimes what the court does, we encourage counseling first. If counseling does not work, we send them directly before a judge that will make a judgment, a ruling, and an order, and give the father, say, every other weekend or every weekend to see the child via a court order. So, fathers, if you're not getting access to your child, you can come to the court, because the court will support you as it relates to that.
That's good news. So many I've counseled actually agreed with what we believe, that it was primarily for the women that these court sessions were for. That's what we believed. Thank you for hearing from your system of court. I'm going to go to the prisons with Reverend Jason Downer. What support system exists within the prison system to help fathers remain emotionally present in their children's lives?
Yeah, man, thanks for that. I mean, it's clearly very obvious that if you're incarcerated father or any parent, mothers too, your role is limited. Or how you execute your role is limited. Certainly that was very evident during COVID too. But there's a thing called hidden victim whenever we have family members facing incarceration, and the hidden victims are our children. And there are many now who, whether they are in the child diversion or they might be in some problem with the law, might be deemed uncontrollable, maladaptive behavior being seen at school, a lot of them have family members who are serving time, and so we have to find a way to treat them, treat with that. One inmate said to me, my boss, and a conjugal visit me want, you know. I said, my boss, we're just coming out of COVID. I said, my boss, and a conjugal visit me want.
You probably want to tell us what conjugal means.
I don't want my wife or my common law partner to visit me in order for me to have sex. That's not my priority right now. My priority is more of a semi-youth. And that resonated. Another inmate would say when they're having family day, and you see him dressed to the max, clean. I just want to see my child, because when I see my child, that it will help me to face my time. And seeing my child reminds me that I must not come back to this place because I'll be absent. The Department of Correctional Services is very deliberate right now in ensuring that family visits happen. It's not happening as often as we want to, but because clearly that has to do with a management and manpower issue. And so we have to recognize the space that we are working in. And secondly, we are now going to use technology to see how we can facilitate it. Because as someone who benefited, not in this era, just knowing that daddy cares even while serving time, it's very important that a child understand that at least emotionally, daddy is thinking about you. There are benefits there. And as such, the Department of Correctional Services positioning itself to cater to that. Also through case managers and also probation officers who, by extension, represents fathers whenever there's a concern, mothers too, but in this context, father, whenever there's a concern to do necessary follow-ups and reporting.
Thank you, Jason. I don't know how many persons are really gathering much from what's happening, but so much is being said. Jason, I know you have your own experience. Father was in prison. He came out, saw you. But I also want to know, are there restrictions on children visiting their dads in prison?
Sadly, as a youth, that's what I was told. That, as a juvenile, and so that messed me up. I didn't get to see him. He would send message through my sister. But that's not the case. Once you go through the proper channels, you see as young babies who are just born coming. And so the Department of Correctional Services tried to create the right space to facilitate that. I must also add that some fathers choose not to because they don't want the child to see them like this. So those are some of the things we have to work on. I must say to you, though, it's a very emotional thing to observe. It is not, it cuts when you see. But I also believe it's important because it helps in the process of rehabilitation. So a man, whether or not you think you're guilty or you're set up or you are, whatever the reason, the fact that you're absent and you're not there to be physically present as you ought to, it will pull on you to say, I will not put myself in a position to be accused or convicted of something so I can be absent from my child who needs me.
Awesome. I hope persons are hearing that. No restrictions. We know there are two sides to it. Father doesn't want the child to see them in that incarcerated stage, but also it's very important that fathers, you do a program called Fathering Behind Bars as well, and you have a book out on it. Right. Excellent thing. You may talk to Jason more about it. Sean, Pastor Sean, here's my final question to you before we try some interaction. Time is really against us. How does Jamaica culture traditionally view fatherhood, and how is that changing today? Is it changing by leaps and bounds incrementally? What's happening there?
That's a good question. And to be very honest, I'm trying to remember a time, as far as I am concerned, that fathers were highly thought of. And it's just to me, my own experience. I can't recall a time when fathers broadly were held in high esteem. That's my experience. And I could be wrong. It's very sad because fathers mean source. And if the source is broken, we were on the veranda one time as a family, my wife and my children and my wife accidentally broke a glass. And immediately we tried to remove our daughters from where the glass was broken. Because, you know, broken glass can cut, right? Well, broken people cut people. And we are seeing the cutting, but we're not even beginning to asking, why are our fathers broken? And it bothers me because I too am a father, and I know of men who it's not that they want to be bad fathers, you know, but they would, some don't know how, and some would rather be known as an absent father than a father present and fail. And so my heart desire is us try to find ways to help our men. And I'm a product of having good, solid men in my life at certain key areas that helped me along the way. And I know that if they weren't there, I'd probably be another statistic. So I am grateful that I'm a part of a network of men who are committed to making a significant difference in our nation. And no matter what the narrative has been, I'm someone who thinks not what is, but what can be. And I foresee a day when we have solid men who are modeling, living, significantly impacting families, because it's not popular to say, but I believe so goes the father, so goes the nation. And so I'm encouraged. Being in this space is very encouraging, because as Jason knows, very often you deal with some very difficult things that can rob you of hope. So right now I'm very hopeful, and I believe we are going in the right direction.
Thank you very much, Pastor Sean. You know, I'm also the co-host of a program on radio, The Mailbox, for Love 101 for the past 13 years, doing male advocacy and speaking to men issues. Jason is the president of Magava, Men of God Against Violence and Abuse, for the last 12 years. I'm the chairman, he's the president. And the truth is, I boycotted Father's Day at least 3 times, because I believe I'm an excellent father, actually. And the tendency is to treat Father's Day with such disdain. Remember, we put out a viral video when there was a group trying to promote the elimination of violence against women, and they wanted to launch it on Father's Day. And Jason and I stood against that. We also produced a program called Amazing Dads. And we are hearing a little sound as if there might be a presentation on a television station sometime this weekend. We're saying as a panel and as men, and the reason we're gathered here today, that not only is there power of presence, but not presence just in our physical being there, but there must be a voice that speaks loudly and clearly as to the attributes of Father and of men and what we represent. And it must not just be given what we call lip talk or mouth talk. There must be substance behind it. So the correctional system, the court system, being pastors, being counselors, being a part of the Bureau of Gender Affairs, and all that is happening is helping to promote fatherhood. And the reason I boycotted Fatherhood Day again is that, boy, sometimes it sounds like a negative spin, but there's a white elephant in the room that we refuse to talk about. When we, as a matter of fact, I tell you what I took someone on about recently. They came on air, and I challenged them on air, and say, remember to just give the good fathers presents this year. Don't give the fathers who are not good. And I asked one simple question, and it caused a stir. Did you also say the same thing on Mother's Day? See, the room got silent just by saying that. The truth is that there are some amazing fathers. Sometimes we say, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And then when we get to Father's Day, we say, Happy Father's Day to all the good fathers. Wrong concept, and we need to stop. Yes, yes, Reverend.
Yeah, just to add something to that, because I have a case where the mother, well, she is the one that took the father to court. She calls him deadbeat. You know, she doesn't call him by his name. She just calls him, Mr. Aiken, the deadbeat, man, the deadbeat. So I had to rebuke her, because I want to dispel another thought that is not true. Sometimes when we think of the court and the maintenance, coming to court for maintenance, we tend to think it's just the mother taking the father for maintenance. We have some fathers that are making a difference. There are some fathers they are the ones taking care of the children, and mothers are not around. And they take the mothers to the court for maintenance. Right now I have a mother who has to come to us every month to pay her maintenance. She didn't want to go through the channel of paying it to the court. So the counselors them sometimes, facilitate that. And she is consistent. And we have quite a few fathers who are taking care of the children by themselves. And we want to promote them today. They are making a difference. Give them a clap, brothers and sisters.
And I want to correct you, sir. We have far more fathers doing that than is made known.
Exactly.
When we did that program, The Amazing Dads, we found so many fathers. It's just that they are not being spoken of. The narrative needs to change.
So Rev.
So how do we celebrate father?
I think just to say to that point, today I was listening Dr. Orville Taylor, and he corrected a caller. And he said, we have mostly good fathers.
Thank you.
Again, the narrative. And the truth is, for those who aren't doing so good, give them a little grace because they did not experience good fathering. And one of the things I observe with the Jamaican fathers, it seems as though, anecdotally, many, I'm not going to say most, but many do a better job in the second half. For whatever reason, maybe it's the development of the brain experience, for whatever reason, seems as though in the second half, there tends to be an effort. And I want to say, if you're here and you have been hurt and a father is putting out an olive branch, really consider giving that father the space. Yes. You'll never know. So a lot of Jamaican men, that's what is happening, recognizing where I erred. And I'm saying, give me a chance, but many shut the door. No, man, revisit that man and unlock that door.
All right, let me end this segment. No, it's after 4. But Dr. Herbert Gale ended by stating something, that this is the only nation where, when it comes on to paternity fraud, 2 out of 3 fathers still continue to maintain the support of that child. That says a lot. But I'd also like to add to it by saying this. For so many years, many fathers hesitated in giving support to the child because of the uncertainty that the child was theirs. And when 876 DNA provided the information that confirmed that over 50%, it confirmed that most of those men's fears were correct. That is alarming. But thank God that Jamaica has good men. That 2 out of 3 will support that child even after finding out it's not theirs. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Bless you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's give them another round of applause, our panelists, ladies and gentlemen. And without further ado, we go right into the very important part of the afternoon. The reason why we're all here to be recognized and appreciated. So we will now be having the presentation of awards, and the awards will be presented by the Honorable Olivia Grange, our Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. All right, so we can get our phones out, because I see a lot of support here for our fathers. We want to make sure we capture the moment, all right? The first recipient today for being an outstanding father in the year of 2025 being recognized is Pernell Charles Jr. in recognition of your dedication as a father and your outstanding contribution to national development. Oh, also, the awardees were previously approached to select a gift certificate, which they would have won different prizes. So we are now checking to see what Minister Charles chose and will be getting in addition to his plaque. All right, congratulations to you. Our next recipient for today, being an outstanding father for 2025, is Basil Williams Sr. in recognition of your dedication as a father and your outstanding contribution to national development. Wonderful. Congratulations, Sir Williams. Next recipient for being an outstanding father in the year of 2025, Stephen Tate. He's coming. Can we get some music in the background, please? Here comes Mr. Tate. Put your hands together for him. Our next recipient for being an outstanding father, being awarded in 2025, Christopher Reed. Okay, we're calling Miss Bindley's Sangster to collect on his behalf. Collecting for Christopher Reed.
Talk about love, talk about trust, talk about forever, baby, talk about us. I give you my word, stick to my guns, believe me when I say it, baby, it's just begun. You don't understand, oh girl, the full intent of my plan. But baby,
Our next recipient for being an outstanding father, being awarded in 2025, Assistant Commissioner Christopher Phillips.
and baby, I wanna stay that way.
Our next recipient for being an outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Oswald Williams.
I swear it's gonna stay there, baby. Give me half a chance. You don't understand. No, the full intent of my plan. Baby, I wanna be your sole provider.
Let's give it up for our next recipient for being an outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Franklin Mason Sr.
Your sole provider. Oh, baby, I've been waiting for a long time for somebody like you to give my love on my love day and night.
Our next recipient for being an outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Everton Hanam.
And I'll show you why, baby, I wanna be your sole provider. And baby, I wanna stay that way for the longest time. Baby, I wanna be your sole provider. Yes, baby, just say you let me.
Our next recipient for being an outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Franklin Mason Jr. Our next recipient for being an outstanding father being awarded in 2025, George Legister. Our next recipient for being an outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Karen Harris. Outstanding father being awarded in 2025, O'Shane Megu. Our next outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Desmond Ellis. Our next outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Mr. Dave Peterkin. All right, thank you very much, Minister Charles. Now I'm going to invite ACP Phillips to come and make some of the presentations for us, please. And our next outstanding father being awarded in 2025 is Bruce Williams. Our next outstanding father being awarded in 2025, Mr. Ricardo Bray. Oh, let me correct that. It's Richardo. Richardo. Following Mr. Richardo, our next outstanding father in the year of 2025, Oriel Plummer. Our next outstanding father being recognized in 2025, Phipps Wilson. Our next outstanding father for 2025, Kimani Maxwell. And our next recipient for being an outstanding father being recognized in 2025, Nicholas Gale. And that concludes our fathers being recognized who serve in the JCF. Let's put our hands together for our outstanding fathers who serve and protect. Now we go to another group of fathers. These men are from the JDF. Our first from the JDF being recognized for being an outstanding father in the year 2025, Samuel Carty. Next, we have as an outstanding father, Ricardo Banton. Our next outstanding father being recognized in 2025, Derona Clark. Our next outstanding father for 2025, Deron Lewis. Our next outstanding father for 2025, Sean Smelly. Our next outstanding father for 2025, Mr. Tarek Gordon. Outstanding father for 2025, Delcardo Phipps. Our outstanding father for 2025, Adrian Mendez. Thank you very much, ACP Phillips. We'll invite back our Minister Grange to the podium. And our next outstanding father for 2025 is Donovan Wesley Morgan, Archbishop. Here he comes, here he comes. Keep the applause going. Our next outstanding father for 2025, Keith E. Campbell. Our next outstanding father being recognized in 2025, Aldane Henry. All right, just a quick announcement. We're asking if there's any family member or supporter of our recipients coming to take pictures. We ask you not to stand in the middle aisle. We are still broadcasting live, and it is not fitting for television. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, our next outstanding father for 2025 is Craig Lindo. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Senator Abka Fitz Henley. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Karen Bramwell. Our next outstanding father for 2025, Mr. Sean Valentine. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Kenroy Alton Robinson. Our outstanding father being awarded in 2025 is Granville Dixon. Our next outstanding father being awarded in 2025 is Collinston Thompson. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Mr. O'Neill Henry. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Raymond D'Souza. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Mr. Rudolph Seaton. And this concludes members of the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Can we give a big resounding round of applause for the Jamaica Fire Brigade? Thank you very much, Minister. I'm now going to invite P.S. Thorpe to come and make the following presentations. For our next outstanding father being recognized in 2025, Mr. Corey Jackson. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Lincoln Russell. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Mr. Kevin Sharp. And our next outstanding father for 2025 is Kevin Douglas. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Mr. David Scott. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Mr. Marlon Bailey. All right, our next outstanding father for 2025 is Rohan Smith. All right, Mr. Smith isn't present. Well, we move on to our next outstanding father for 2025, Damon Colley. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Everton Campbell. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Mr. Peter Malcolm. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Desmond Lindo. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Andel Crawford. All right, Mr. Crawford, you walk with your own cheerleading team. I love it, I love it. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Ramon Ellis. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Damian Hilton. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Rohan Wilkes. Not here. All right, Mr. Wilkes is not with us at the moment. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Damar Stewart. And he is here. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Stewart. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Maurice Nelson. Our next outstanding father for 2025 is Alfonso Lewis. Our next outstanding father for 2025, George Heron. George Heron. All right. Our next outstanding father for 2025, O'Neill Carrington. All right, we're just checking if the following persons are here. Mark White. Not here. Everton Anderson. Not here. Adrian Reynolds. Reynolds, Adrian. And finally, Jave McCoy. Not here. Well, let's put our hands together for all rooms. Wait, sorry, we have one more. Outstanding father for 2025, Richard Rooms. He is indeed here. Minister, you're coming to present this one. All right, thank you very much. P.S. Mr. Rooms, put your hands together for our final recipient, Mr. Richard Rooms. All right, is David Mays here? David Mays? All right, also, are there any other fathers present who did not hear their name? All right, there is none. Well, again, may I ask you to put your hands together for all our recipients today, all the outstanding fathers who understand the power of being present. Fathers who make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, we are winding down. I know it has been a long day, but a rewarding day nonetheless. And so without further delay, to do the closing remarks, I'd like to invite our Director for Male Empowerment, Mr. Nashan Miller. Let's make him welcome as he comes.
All right, I was told to not take back anything to the office. We have things to give away. Yes, should we? Yes, or should we take them? Give it away. Man there? What the man them there? What the man them there? Like how that sound. We want free things. All right, so I'm going to ask a couple questions. The first one. This year represents which number? Actually, this year represents 25. 2025. So I'm going to skip that one. But why? Raise up hand. Anybody can help me identify? Buddy, want to help me identify who put their hand up first? Yeah? Can I get some help? Brian, you want to help me? Okay. All right, so earlier minister said a number. Number of fathers who have been awarded thus far. 211. No. No. Who said 212? Damian, come on. 212 is correct. Give him a round of applause. And let me say, that was before today. So with this number, think we got 70 who can do maths. Anybody from the... I'm going to ask the schooler. 200 and how much? You sure? Him right? Should I give him a round of applause? Of the youngster from the school here. How much things we have? Okay, quickly, what is the name of the unit at the Bureau that represents men? Males Empowerment Nest? No. No. Around the back? Say that again. Say that loud. Male Empowerment Unit. That's why you ask for help. What was the name of the Bureau of... I haven't finished the question. Before it turned Bureau of Women's Affairs. No one can answer. It was the women's desk. I got you with that one. All right, are there any teachers here from the school or mentor? Miss Williams. I want to give Miss Williams something special. Miss Williams, you can make your way here. Miss Avis Williams from Camperdown High School, who has been very integral from day one in our Mentor Me mentorship program. I remembered a couple of years ago, it was P.S. top mentee who passed away. And Ms. Williams basically gave us update as to what was happening in terms of how the children were coping. And she sent something also to P.S. and informing. So I'm just going, P.S., you can come forward? Yes. What's your habit?
Ms. Williams, we met under good circumstances first. No, I'm not whispering. Let me use the mic. Can everybody hear me now? Yes. We met under good circumstances first.
At first, yes.
And then it was not so well. But you have been a tower of strength since then. And for that, we want to give you this gift basket in my hand for a spa at the Divine Spa.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, PS. Thank you, Miss Williams, again. All right. What year did the Bureau change from Bureau of Women's Affairs to Gender Affairs? Mr. Crab? 2016. Just have a look over there too, yeah? Make sure you look over. We have 2 more giveaways. 2 more.
What's the name of the minister?
We need all titles, right? Auntie. Yes.
No,
at the time. What the name of the minister was at the time? Anybody know that? What was the name of the minister at the time? The name was changed. That's her name? This minister? The Honorable Olivia Bobbsey. That's in her name? I thought it was Auntie Bobbsey. Yes, certainly. Minister Grange, who I must commend. We can't say enough thank you to Minister for the work that she has done in making this unit, this day, in terms of us recognizing fathers, possible. Because Minister, from day one, and I can give you the dates, February 2016, a certain party won, and then Minister came into office and said she wants to re-establish the male desk. And we're going to call it the Special Service Desk for Men. And then she said, no, we need to move former desks. We have outgrown the desk. We want a unit. Members of the Male Empowerment Unit, I haven't acknowledged you. Can you show where are the members of the Male Empowerment Unit? And the honorable member. Mr. Tucker, Dale Tucker. Can you give him a round of applause? Mr. Nashan Foster. Mr. Foster. And Mr. Joseph Snowball, our newest member. Where's Mr. Snowball? He's somewhere about the place. But yes, Minister, I must say thank you. Yes? I think we have one more question and that closes it off. And our honorable member, of course, let me apologize. Because when we started the male decks, it was just a certain person. And Mrs. Robinson said, Mr. Miller, I think you need some help. So I'm going to ask Mr. Gerald McDermott to be by your side. Give him a round of applause. And Mr. McDermott is a person who is responsible for all of these lovely gifts and prizes. Mr. Mack worked the phone lines. He called up all those sponsors that you see, from the hotels to the spot, everything. Yes? So the final question.
Which ministry has 2 permanent sections?
I see this one and this one first. Go ahead. This ministry, what's the name of the ministry? Say that again. Start from start. Say it again. Culture, gender, entertainment, sport or sports? Sport. Okay, give him a round of applause, please. Okay, so I have one final act. I have a speech here on my phone. I think I should just go because we have been waiting patiently. Some of us have been here from 8:30. So I'm going to cut out the superlatives and just go straight to the thank yous. I think words can express how grateful and thankful we are for all the fathers. So I'm just going to go straight to the thank yous. I want to begin expressing sincere thank you to our Reverend Courtney Morrison, who blessed this place before I start. He left, but we still want to say thanks to him, yes? To our own PS, Denzel Taub, the boss. We'll talk about Minister making it possible. PS, thank you for signing the checks. And I'll talk to you off the air about something else in terms of filling this space, because we have done so tremendously. We moved from upstairs to downstairs, but we moved up. Money moved up, even though we moved. Thank you, PS. Give him a round of applause. All right. Also want to express sincere thanks and appreciation to Dr. Herbert Gale, who came. And you know, when it comes to Dr. Gale, everybody always raises their eyes because they don't know what to expect when he presents. But there's always something there for us to learn. And I think he did a tremendous job. And of course, when I called him and I said, Herbs, because he was my lecturer till I work with him. Now I'm working alongside him. And he said, Nashan, just tell me when. So thanks to Dr. Gale, of course, who came and did his thing. To our panelists from Mr., my friend, Jason, Reverend Jason Downer, Reverend Horace Aiken, Pastor Sean Williams, and I must single out Pastor Sean because, of course, again, we said we need somebody to give an empowerment speech in terms of the power of presence, fathers who make a difference. Round of applause for those who think he gave a tremendous, wonderful, powerful, impactful speech. Yes? Sorry they are not here right now, but it will get to them. Minister, this part here, this long speech here, talk about how thankful I should be for you being here today. But I'm not going to read it, I'm just going to talk.
No, you don't have to read it.
I don't have to read it.
Just say thank you, that's fine.
Thank you, Minister. I love you, Minister. Yes? Give Minister a round of applause. Nikisha tear the house down. She said a big people time because she a serenade and she do her thing and it did sound so melt. But it's when she start the regular segment, I'm going to see the gentleman get up and thing. I will say, wait. Look like the spirit touch him. I remember seeing Ray and his nephew them. But it was that powerful. We enjoyed ourselves. So thanks to Nikisha again. And Candy, you know you're a resident. You know, anytime we just make one phone call. And you hear the range. Thanks, Candy, as always. Candy, feel like say every time you come I help you out, you just take a seat and we don't find nothing to give you. Who think we should have something to give Candy? For just turning up and being present. Candy, you can make your way. We have something for you. We have a little thing for you. Who's going to present? We have two. Okay. Candy, thanks once more for turning up, for answering our call, and for blessing us with your voice once more. Yes. She didn't come to perform, but she's here and she decided to bless us.
The minister called me out.
You know, when the minister say, yes. What the minister say.
Sorry, correction. My minister called me out.
Thanks, Candy. So we have something. All right, we have 2 things here for Candy. All right, wrapping up. Okay, so to the staff members of the Jamaica Pegasus, thanks for the hospitality once more. Everybody, we were fed and we enjoyed. Yeah, and the man them did up on top of them voice where I said, well, the man them dead. Because them belly did full. Thanks to Pegasus. Thank you, Pegasus team. And Marcia and the team from Beautiful Designs who, look at the place. Place is lovely. That's thanks, of course, to our resident decorator. And I call her that because anytime she turned out. So thanks to Marcia for all of this lovely presentation. I think our photo booth is outside too for those who haven't been able to go out. When we finish, you can just go out and take some photos. To members of the media, Nationwide News, PBCJ, of course, JIS, Principe, and of course, National Bakery. Thank you, of course. And now, I will say last but not least, my principal director, Mrs. Sharon Coburn Robinson, and the valued team members at the Bureau of Gender Affairs, I want to say big thank you, big up, thanks again every single time. You recognize that it's not just about the male unit, it's about all of us, and you lend your support, and I am thankful for every single one of you who provided that support. Have a wonderful day, nominees, awardees. Have a blessed one. Enjoy the Father's Day. Get some rest. It's been a long 2 days from yesterday to today. I am thankful for this event, and I look forward to talking with you again. Take care, everyone.
Rumors them spreading, claim that I sense me planting, but I'm already done in